There was a time on this channel when every single one of my videos had the same comment, and because I posted daily back then, it meant every single day I had to read the same comment asking about Chucky. And to this day, I still don't know if that was a bot or just a very devoted Chucky fan. But back then, it was obviously impossible for Chucky to be in the game. You would never have a character that small in Mortal Kombat 11. However, with Mortal Kombat 1, it's a different story, because don't forget, Farah is right around the corner, and she's like half the size of every other character in the game. And that's because cameo characters don't have to be the same size as the regular fighters, and as a result, could it be possible that Chucky is coming to Mortal Kombat 1? Believe it or not, plenty of players seem to think so. There's a decent sized audience that really wants to see Chucky in a Mortal Kombat game. And since Ed Boon made this post on Twitter, anything could be possible. Maybe Chucky is coming to Mortal Kombat 1 as a cameo fighter. And of course I'm gonna talk about it, but first, what about the Twitch skins? What happened to the extra Twitch skins that we still haven't gotten yet? Let me know in the comments section when you think these new skins are coming and which costume has you the most excited. For me personally, I'm a big Sub-Zero fan. I love playing that character. I don't care how many players say he's bad in the game. I'm gonna keep playing him no matter what. However, at the same time, Tanya's costume is brand new. It's not just the color palette. That's a brand new costume for the game. And as a result, I'm kinda torn. I want both of these costumes, but at the same time, I'm a bit confused where the third costume is, because don't forget, last time when Mortal Kombat 1 did these Twitch colors, there were 3 different characters with 2 palettes each. But it looks like for round 2, we're only going to be getting 2 characters, or at least that's according to the data files. Keep in mind, the only reason we even know about these costumes at all is because some data miners already found them in the game files. And as a result, it could be possible that maybe NetherRealm is going to add another character's color palettes before the update finally gets here. For me personally, my fingers are crossed because I really do want 3 new characters and not just 2. I'll take whatever we can get because it's free. All you gotta do is watch some Twitch streams and that's awesome. Not to mention, purple and black just looks awesome on every character in the game. It's such a good color palette. And you know what? Since we're already talking about DLC and updates, all that stuff, when is Homelander getting here? As it turns out, Homelander is going to arrive at the very start of the month, which means you don't have to wait much longer. How cool is that? Apparently, Homelander is getting here on like June 2nd. That is so soon. At the very start of the month, you're going to get Homelander. And as a result, that gameplay trailer has to be right around the corner. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What is going to make Homelander's gameplay different from Omni-Man? Because keep in mind, they're both parodies of Superman, albeit very violent parodies, but even so, they're Superman parodies nonetheless. And as a result, their moves and attacks are very similar to each other. The main difference is Homelander has heat vision. But outside of that, they can both fly, they have super strength, super speed, so I'm wondering, how is NetherRealm going to make him feel completely different from Omni-Man? My main theory on the Combat Kings podcast was that Homelander will be more slow and confident. He's not going to fly into space and drag you on the floor. Instead, he's just going to pick you up, crush your skull, and then toss you into the air for a short follow-up. It's not going to be something grandiose because he knows how overpowered he is. Or for another example, instead of clapping his hands to make a giant shockwave like Omni-Man did, Homelander is just going to smack your ears like in the show and cause a stun effect and get a follow-up, something cool like that. And then of course the heat vision should make his gameplay interesting as well. But once again, I want to know your thoughts in the comments down below, because as you all know, I love making these videos interactive and I truly do read each and every comment. So grab that keyboard and make your voices heard, because now finally it's time to talk about Chucky in Mortal Kombat 1. Is it going to happen? And if it does happen, how would Chucky play? So for starters, I don't think that Chucky has a very high chance of being in the game, but at the same time, nothing's impossible. I always say that. Anything could happen. So even though I don't think Chucky has the best chance of being in the game, I'm not always right. I was wrong about Mortal Kombat 11 getting a story expansion, for example. However, one of the main reasons I think that Chucky won't be in Mortal Kombat 1, at least not right away, is simply because WB does not own the rights to Chucky. And that could be a deal breaker, because typically the DLC characters in Mortal Kombat games are owned by WB, and in fact, a lot of the time it's cross-promotion, right? When Terminator came out, that was to promote the new Terminator movie. And the same was true for Joker, right? The second we saw that Joker was going to be in Mortal Kombat 11, we all thought for sure he would have a Joaquin Phoenix skin, which never actually happened. But the point is, even if the characters don't release at the right time, they still get you very hyped for the movies or shows that are coming out at the same time. As a matter of fact, that's why Homelander and Omni-Man are in the first combat pack, and it's likely also why Omni-Man was the first to be playable. Invincible Season 2 was right around the corner, so of course they want to hype up that new show. And as for Homelander, Homelander, his show is also getting a new season very soon, which is very likely why he's releasing at the start of June. You get the idea, right? WB and NetherRealm are usually trying to promote the character's shows or movies alongside the character release. And when it comes to Chucky, I don't think he has any upcoming movies or shows, but let me know in the comment section if I'm incorrect about that. So I guess what I'm saying is, if a new Chucky movie or series gets announced, then his odds of being added to Mortal Kombat 1 skyrocket. They go through the roof, right? But as of right now, I don't think any Chucky movies are in the works because that last film was kind of weird, where he was a toy robot instead of like a possessed doll. But then again, I don't follow the horror movie scene that closely, so let me know in the comment section if I'm completely wrong about this. Maybe, unbeknownst to me, there is actually a Chucky series and a movie on the horizon. Okay, next up, let's talk about gameplay. What kind of cameo character would Chucky be? Honestly, I think he would be the opposite of Farah, right? Because we've seen screenshots where she hops on your character's back and helps you fight the opponent. I think Chucky is going to do the opposite. He's gonna hop on the opponent's back and then just start stabbing him with the knife over and over again, and the opponent's gonna take damage over time and maybe have to do something special to get Chucky off their back. When it comes to gameplay, I think Chucky would actually be really fun as a cameo character. Can you imagine him running in and just stabbing their foot with a knife and then holding them there? They can't move, and that gives you a combo follow-up. Or maybe he does the opposite and runs in behind the opponent and slices their ankles as a counter zoning kind of move. That would be really sick. I mean, Chucky is very small, so not many projectiles can hit him. And that would make him really annoying, right? Because he's so tiny. That could be one more reason why NetherRealm doesn't want to add him, because he'd be so darn hard to hit. Because right now you can hit the cameo characters and make them go away, but Chucky is so darn tiny that I wouldn't be surprised if certain mids and overheads don't actually hit him, because he's just that small, right? He's gonna be really hard to hit even if you use the correct tools in theory, because mids and overheads are supposed to hit crouching characters, but maybe Chucky is just that small. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm getting hype right now just theorizing what attacks that Chucky might have. Man, I kinda want this character to be in the game really bad now. I think as a cameo character he'd be so sick. Back in the MK11 days, I had no idea why so many people kept asking for Chucky. I'm like, dude, he would be so annoying to fight, he's too small, it would be unfair, it would be weird, but as a cameo character, I think Chucky actually has a lot of potential, and I'm excited to see what his gameplay would be if he does actually get added to Mortal Kombat 1. That would be kinda sick. Ooh, I just thought of something else that would be really cool. What if instead of hopping on the opponent's back, Chucky can actually hop on the cameo opponent's back and actually disable them from being used for like 10 straight seconds as he stabs them in the back, kinda like Eagly, but just a different animation? That would be really sick. Imagine if Chucky could actually attack the opponent's cameo. That would be so sick. NetherRealm, hire me. What are you doing? I have all these random ideas that just pop into my head. I would be great at brainstorming gameplay, I'm just saying. Once again, I don't think that Chucky has a very high chance of being added to Mortal Kombat 1, at least not in the first couple of DLC batches. For example, he's definitely not going to be in Combat Pack 1, but I also don't think he'll be in the Story Mode pack or even Combat Pack 2. So maybe, fingers crossed, if Mortal Kombat 1 does get a Combat Pack 3, perhaps then Chucky could end up in Mortal Kombat 1, but I don't think he'll arrive any sooner than that unless NetherRealm has some surprise free DLC in the works, but I don't think so. But one last time, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, because another day means more Mortal Kombat 1 news. I'm covering it all the time on this channel, so if you want to stay up to date, then make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss any future videos. And then after watching, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. It helps the channel out a ton. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.